Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jenny Jaguar and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. So this space is dedicated to anybody on a path of deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. Now, I'm about to do a soul mirror reading for my Taurus placements. I don't know if you're asking what order I typically do my signs. I don't know why, but Spirit has called me to do the order of Taurus, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, then Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo. Okay. So it's not going in the traditional order. It is, if you've noticed, like my order is always out of place and weird. And the, what is that? The bonus readings. Those, I will do bonus readings this weekend for whoever has the lowest in length readings for this week. Okay. All right. So, if you're not sure what I'm doing for today's read, it is going to be a soul mirror reading. And if this is your first time coming to a soul mirror reading, welcome. This is my second time doing it for Taurus, so you ain't missed much. But yeah, for this soul mirror reading, I will be pulling two spreads. The Who Am I spread and the My Secret spread. Together, these spreads should give you clarity on both your light and your shadow, your identity and your motivations, your external energy, as well as your inner world. I'm about to start off with the Who Am I spread. Each spread has 7 cards in them. I think for the Who Am I spread, I would usually let them come out. All right. 1, 2, 3. I always call it out. 4, 5. 6. Oh, 7. Ciao. Taurus, are you stuck in your head? Child, what is this? All right, let's make our way down. Card at the bottom of the deck is High Priestess. I trust my intuition. Okay, so that makes sense as to what I saw. So first card we're going to get into, who is my Taurus right now? We got 8 of Pentacles. You are hard at work. Nobody could ever say Taurus was hardly working, okay? You are dedicated to your craft and it will bring mastery. All right, so on the outside, you look like you hustling. Hoard, okay? Now, what you don't know about yourself, Knight of Pentacles. So you're probably working really hard thinking you are going nowhere, but you are advancing towards your goals. Let me read the explanation for this. What is this? Knight of Pentacles. Come on, somebody. All right, so it says reliability, stability, patience, slow but steady progress. The mantra for this is I advance towards my goals. So we all want the Knight of Pentacles on our team, a person who is dependable, steadfast, and committed to their duties and obligations, is or is about to be important in your life. So success will come through steady effort, perseverance, and a down-to-earth approach. So take a realistic view of situations and you can discover practical situations to your problems. There's a focus on financial stability and security, signposting you to patience. Okay, long-term planning and foresight are required. You're advised to take the long view in business and money to create future wealth, and in other spheres such as health and relationships, you will be able to create your ideal future. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, so hopefully that helps give you a little bit of idea of what you don't know about yourself, Taurus. Now, what you need to let go. Okay, relinquish. Why am I hearing a Keisha Cole song? If he ain't gonna love you the way he should, then let it go. Is it why I'm seeing this Four of Cups? I am open to new possibilities. Let's dive in, shall we? Let's see what this is. Is it work? Is it business? Let's find out. Spirit, can you clarify this Four of Cups for my Taurus placements? Ooh, we got a Three of Swords and a Page of Pentacles. So it's like a heartbreak. Maybe you had either a new beginning or a child. Can you clarify this Page of Pentacles? Nine of Pentacles. You need to let go. Maybe you try to start a business or become an entrepreneur on your own, or you started a business venture and it failed at some point. It's time to let that go. All right. It's time to let that go. And considering how the High Priestess remained at the bottom of the deck as I pulled these cards, lets me know that you are too busy focused on what happened in the past that is keeping you from trusting your intuition, which is bringing you into your future. Maybe your intuition had you fail all those times, so you will know what it's like when you go to teach other people. I don't know. You know your story. Take what resonates. But yeah, my curiosity opens the path to new growth. Maybe you were curious about a new venture and it had the promise to surround you with abundance, but it did not work out. Yeah, you thought you were manifesting your ideal life, but it didn't work out the way you planned, or it didn't work out like you thought it would. Now keep in mind, because I am a health coach, life coach, all the other good stuff. So if you need help, if you're new to my channel and you need help, just know that I will always link blog posts or videos from my other Stu Projects YouTube channel for people who need help getting through these inner work issues. I really documented a lot of my emotional healing journey when I was going through a lot of my soul healing journey, like the past 5 years. So right now, doing shadow work, healing from past triggers, overcoming karmic lessons, and not losing your sense of self in the process. I've mastered that. So, and I think that's one of the reasons why I look so young, is not because of the makeup. It's not Maybelline. I think it's because the fact that I have learned to heal. Because when you heal your emotional trauma, if you heal your soul and you follow your divine path, it changes you on a cellular level. So just keep that in mind. If you want more information about that, links in the description box. Okay. But anywho, what is this? That's what you need to let go of. That heartbreak, your failure in the past. I don't know, maybe if it was a relationship, because it was a Three of Swords. Maybe it was like a breakup with a child, or no, I can't see it any other way. It is what it is. This is a business career reading from what I'm seeing so far. All right, so number 4, this is what my Tauruses need to develop. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities for abundance flow to me effortlessly. Mm. Is it you need to develop your offers? What are you offering? What are my Taurus placements selling? What am I looking for? This book. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. What you got for me? It says, expect your goals to manifest into marvelous reality, especially those related to the material world. This card is all about turning ambitions into reality, particularly in career or physical possessions. Naturally, it signifies new beginnings in business, investments, or financial ventures. So if you're not trying to start a business, maybe you want to find a new job, and maybe the job you have, although you're grateful for it, maybe you're at the job you had and you got it at a time when you were going through a dry spell, and so you were like super grateful to get this job. But over time, this job became a hellhole. You outgrew it. You learned all the lessons in this job that you're supposed to learn, and now Spirit is saying, job well done, it's time to get the hell up out of here. You've endured enough. Okay, and so if times like this are getting so difficult and you feel like you're just popping your lid, or it's like, I can't go on anymore, that's probably a telltale sign that it's time for you to move on. So maybe you're afraid that you won't find another job. Who knows? Just, just try. Okay, search your spam mail. Maybe the ideal job is in your, Indeed or ZipRecruiter or those other websites. They send you emails on potential jobs that match your resume. So yeah, check your spam. Maybe it's in your spam or something. Or maybe you need to go back and look at some other ones. Okay. So it says, while there is a strong monetary emphasis on this card, it can also mean abundance and prosperity in the form of resources or opportunities. Relationships in general, well-being should be good, feel a flush of optimism and trust in the natural process of growth and development. See? Trust with the flow. Maybe you're trying to force things. Efforts started now should flourish. All right. So that is number 4 for what you need to develop. My Taurus's current quest is the 5 of Wands. I embrace challenges as new opportunities to grow. So I don't know if this is inner turmoil, mental turmoil, or outer turmoil. Can you clarify? Nah, this is fighting with other folks. Maybe, Taurus, you are shining bright and people don't like it, because this says 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. So maybe, yeah, you know what? This is kind of reminding me of the same heartbreak. No, that was in business. I was going to say, it kind of reminds me of the same heartbreak that you experienced before. What was that? What was that? Anywho. It was that 3 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's business all the way. I can't see that as relationships. All right, so yeah. Maybe a business deal that, what is this for? 5 of Fighting? Yeah. maybe you're like beating. Okay, so I'm saying one or two things. Either you're beating yourself up about maybe you're not good enough, nobody would want to work with you. You shouldn't continue, I don't know, in your career field, whatever it is. But yeah, it could also just be in your head. Can you clarify the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles? Yeah, maybe it's a family dynamic. Five of Pentacles, Four Swords, peace of mind is my strength. So maybe you have fighting. You know what? Maybe you got kids asking you for money. And it just pains you to say no to them. Ten of Pentacles says, I am building a lasting legacy of wealth and well-being. Generosity and receiving are in abundance. Okay. With Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. So maybe that's how you feel, but maybe you're slowly being drained with the Five of Wands. Ooh, you know what? Maybe that's how you feel, but you're fighting the need to continue to do this. Because with the Five of Cups, I learned from my losses. Four of Wands, peace of mind. Yeah, maybe it will hurt you to say no to this person that's asking for help, Taurus. So that's your current quest. Okay. You got in relationships there. You know, relationships, family relationships and money never really work out well. Well, in toxic. You know what? If you're on this channel, then it's probably why you came to this channel to heal from it. Okay. Outside positive influences. The Chariot. I find this funny because like you get to leave. Okay, let's clarify to see what this Chariot is, because child, this could be anything. The Chariot, it can be, because the affirmation for this says, I can find balance. So maybe that's your outside positive influence. You can always, maybe you're very resourceful. And so if you ain't got it, you can find somebody else. Because what this says, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Swords. No, this is moving the hell on. Finding balance. Okay, I can see this one or two ways. Finding balance for outside positive influence. If this is relationship, maybe you finding balance is becoming single and worrying about you being single, being solo dolo, and putting your foot down. And it says, my decisions are guided by justice and truth. Maybe you've been trying to help this person out for 6 months, a year, and they still haven't gotten their stuff together. And instead they're asking for more. And it's like, if I don't help them, then who else will help them? But if you continue to help them, who will help you? That's why we, listen to your heart. If it's calling for you. Okay. You got to find that balance. All right. If this is anything else, if that's not the case, Queen of Cups. I nurture my emotional self and those around me with compassion. You can say no lovingly. Anything else? Seven of Swords. Okay. So you know what? Maybe you're dealing with a water sign, a Queen of Cups energy that is sneaky. And that is why they keep asking you for money. Or maybe you need to find a way to use your words to nicely say no. Take what resonates, okay? I don't know. I don't know your life. I'm just speaking to a camera, okay? I'm just speaking to a camera, reading that energy. Okay? You tell me what works. I don't know. If it resonates, please like. Comment, subscribe if you want me to pick up on your energy so this can make sense to you, okay? It'd be fun to laugh about your life instead of somebody else's. All right. Now 2 cards came out for where it will lead. Okay, so you got the Devil and the 9 of Swords. And the affirmation for the Devil says, I accept my shadow self. And the 9 of Swords says, I transform worries into stepping stones for growth. So this is coming out as you got 1 or 2 things. You have the opportunity, if you do not step up, I actually like this deck for this reason. But anywho, if you do not step up, you run the risk of being in a karmic, toxic situation, continuing this. Because the Devil, when that pulls up in a reading, that is long. That is, it's not a quick, it's not short. It's a major arcana. So not days or weeks. This is like months or years. So at some point, you got to say no. Okay. There is a Victoria Monet song. Oh my gosh. Let me see. And it was just so wonderful because it was just like, I need you to stop asking me for shit. If I could play it, I would. But I'm gonna put this in the description box. Let me see, Victoria Monet. Yeah, it's called Stop. It's on her Jaguar 2 album. So yeah, just listen to that. You might just be able to just send them that entire song, okay? Just send them that entire song. That might be what you need to do, okay? Now, another thing with that, you'll just be stuck worrying. Now, if you learn, because maybe this your secret test, Taurus, I don't know what your shadow work reading was, but maybe you have a issue with saying no and setting boundaries and telling people no, because they are in need. And so it's like, who am I to say no to this person in need? Like, God gave me this money to help them, or blessed me so I can bless others. But it's also, you have to take in consideration, like, at what point, because even Jesus at some point in his selfless work, he would stop to make sure that he had provisions for himself. So we all have to do that as well. Okay. Now, 9 of Swords says, I transform worries into stepping stones for growth. And I think this is really important. I love this affirmation simply because when you think about your worries, because oftentimes you have a worry and you associate it with an emotion. And this is basically what cognitive behavioral therapy is. But usually when we have a thought that's connected to a strong emotion that's like trauma triggered, like, I don't know, you being abandoned and left out in the cold at some point, and you made your way out of the mud. And so when you see other people in their situations that's similar to what you went through, you're just like, I could never. But yeah. So I am getting, you need to cut out of that, okay? Because it's gonna be a detriment to you. All right. So what I like to do, I like to read the affirmations because I don't know, maybe they will help you. So if there's an affirmation you like, please leave it in the comments. But the one on the devil says, I accept my shadow self. Nine of Swords says, I transform worries into stepping stones for growth. The Chariot says, I can find balance. Next one says, Ace of Pentacles says, new opportunities for abundance flow to me effortlessly. Five of Wands says, I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Four of Cups says, I am open to new possibilities. Eight of Pentacles says, dedication to my craft brings mastery. And Knight of Pentacles says, I advance towards my goals. All right. Yeah. That was the Who Am I spread. Let's see. Now we are going. Okay, so that was the Who Am I spread. Now I am going to get into the My Secret spread. I love it. I love it. So excited. So excited. But yeah. So My Secret spread is a little different. It's still 7 cards. This one is going to go a little bit deeper. Questions for this one is, what is my secret desire? What is my secret hate? I like that one. That one shocks me. What is my secret challenge? What is my secret need? What is my secret test? What is my secret motivation? And what can I accomplish? Okay. So let's figure out the things that you don't want other people to know. Okay. And Taurus places, yes. Why am I getting Kyle Barker? I don't know. Maybe you're petty like that. Because Kyle used to always go back and forth. If you know anything about a little TV show called Living Single, that's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. My secrets for my Taurus placements. That's all it did. All right, Holy Spirits, can you help me give an accurate reading for my Taurus placements? Let me know their secrets so they can heal and grow. All right. At the bottom of the deck, the Magician. Dun, dun, dun. All right. It says, I am confident. So this is a secret. Are you one of those people that likes to fly under the radar because you know that if you really showed your true colors, then you would probably either have people think that you're arrogant, you're an asshole, or not an asshole, but cocky, or you know that you have a lot of people like gunning for you. All right, so let's get into your secrets. My Taurus's secret desire is the Queen of Swords. It says, I speak my truth with clarity and compassion. So either this is you want to be this Queen of Swords to speak your truth, or you want a Queen of Swords who speaks their truth to you. Sometimes a little too well. Okay. Maybe you had a shocking ending with them with the Death and the Seven of Wands coming out. It's like very unexpected ending with them. It's like, dang, I know you're going to take action like that. Dang. Queen of Swords. What's going on, Queen of Swords? I know you're going to speak your mind like that. All right. What is this? Can you clarify this Queen of Swords for my Taurus's secret desire? All right. Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, the Tower, Three of Pentacles. So maybe you found out about another woman. Could you be currently in a toxic relationship? Are you obsessing over Queen of Pentacles? Or is this Queen of Pentacles? Can you tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles? You know what? That could be you, Taurus. Three of Cups. It could also be you secretly want to work it out with this person. What is the Three of Pentacles? You secretly want to save them. What is this Tower? I can rebuild. Six of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. You want to work with them to work on themselves. Because Eight of Pentacles is self-work. And maybe it's you want to help them with their finances. You want to help them get on their feet. But maybe now you're realizing just giving them money whenever they're asking for it is not helping. Okay. Now, number 2, your secret hate. Eight of Swords. I have the power to change my circumstances. You hate not knowing. What is it? What do you not know? What is this? Can you clarify this Eight of Swords and what they secretly hate? Four Wands. My life is a celebration of my achievements. You know what this says? My life is a celebration of my achievements. Maybe this is a child or it's a family member or loved one, and in your head, when they do bad, you look bad. And with the Page of Swords at the bottom, it's like you don't want people talking bad about you. Four Wands, the Chariot, the Sun, the Star, the Empress. It's a lot of majors here. So what is it? You want to find balance in maybe you had high hopes for this child. What is it? The Sun, Moon, and Stars. Oh, like I'm getting a little teary-eyed for this. It hurts. It probably really hurts. What is it? Kind of reminds me of like how people lose themselves to drugs and stuff. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody's child. And maybe at one point they were independent and on their own, but they went on hard times and they just weren't able to cope. And maybe as a parent, you saw signs of them doing that growing up. And you're just like, I know out of all my kids, that's probably the one that's going to struggle with X and Y, Z. And so then lo and behold, your worst fears come up. And now you're just trying your best to save everything. Okay. I don't know. So, yeah. And maybe it's taking a big financial strain on you. All right. So, number 3, secret challenge. Knight of Pentacles. I advance towards my goals. What is it? I know I read that earlier for your identity. But maybe you just want it to be over so quickly, and you're trying to rush the process, and you're just ready for it to be over. Maybe this child is a Scorpio. I don't know. Death, time, birth, new beginnings. Can you clarify this Knight of Pentacles? Five of Wands, King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Maybe you are dealing with okay, so maybe the process is slow and long because you are dealing with maybe you're dealing with somebody. This is an emperor. Maybe, okay, the empress was in the last spread. I was assuming that was you. So maybe this is your husband, your spouse. They try to be like, okay, because what is this? The Seven of Swords came in reverse. And it says, I navigate challenges with wisdom and discretion. So this is the caught card. Either the caught card or the apology, because the sneaky card is when it's upright. So maybe something was found out, something was revealed, and the emperor, either the father figure, or I don't know, maybe the child was an emperor. I don't is as Aries placements, I don't know. But whoever it is either imbalanced, not healthy, or they are causing issues in the family. And so they say that they don't want to cause fights, but they're manipulative. Because what is this? The Emperor reversed under the King of Pentacles. And the clarification for this says, ambition guides me to manifest prosperity and stability. So this person is playing dumb, like, okay, yeah, I'll do whatever you say. Yes, just to manipulate you to get whatever they want. Yeah. Nine of Wands, that's like, so they can get whatever they want to and not be honest about it because they're hiding something from you. The Temperance in reverse, maybe that's drugs. Maybe you're doing this because you're like, I would rather give them money than for them to be out on the streets. What is that? Maybe you need to talk to the child or whoever it is and let them know that, I don't know, you need to talk to them about their mindset, their goals, and how you can no longer support their lifestyle. Seven of Wands, I stand my ground with courage and determination. Okay. So, your secret need, Taurus. My Taurus's secret need is Five of Pentacles. So this is one or two things. Either you need to push this person, cut them off, or because in the last spirit it said you wanted to do it in a loving way. I remember saying that. Or you need to give them a new opportunity to make money. Okay, help them get a new opportunity to get money. All right, so number 5, your secret test, 2 of Swords. I open my heart and mind to new perspectives. Yeah, so maybe you need to open your heart and mind to how you perceive cutting them off. That could also be blocking, yeah, cutting that financial bank. That is your secret test. Can you cut the cord? Okay. Let's see what the cards will say. Can you clarify this 2 of Swords? Knight of Wands. Ten of Wands reverse. Yeah, it's a Knight of Wands energy that is burdened. The affirmation for Ten of Wands says, I release burdens that do not serve me. That's a reverse. They are not doing that. They're still holding on to their burdens and asking you to fund it. And their actions are bold and fearless. And they probably have audacity to ask you. Audacity to ask you with a straight face and probably some horse face friends. I was like, if you with your friends all the time, why don't they help you work? Okay. If your friends ain't helping you get money, they ain't friends to me. All right. What is it? The Hierophant, I accept guidance. Maybe you're trying to do the Christian thing. Ace of Wands, I'm a vessel for creativity, innovation. Well, you need to innovate a new way. You need to read them scriptures and look for a loophole or something, because the way you interpreting scriptures is putting you in misery, putting up with this. Okay, so find some scriptures that say, where do I let this burden go? Oh man, what was that? Oh crap, it's gone. I missed number 5. Oh well. What's the Knight of Swords? Oop. I don't remember where that card was. It was shuffled. Oh well, I will look it up. I think it was Knight of Wands, 2 of Swords, Ace of Wands, 5 of Swords. Which one was it? It wasn't put. Whatever. Anywho, it's already out. I'm not gonna put it back. But if you wanted the affirmation for that one, then you know what, you'll find it. But I really wish I could remember what that card was. Anywho, number 6, your secret motivation. 4 of Cups. I'm open to new possibilities. Now that's one I am interested in. Let me put that back before I lose that one too. Holy Spirit, can you clarify what the secret motivation was? Can you clarify the 4 of Cups for my Taurus's secret motivation? Can you clarify the 4 of Cups for my secret motivation? The Magician. Maybe you're trying to make a family dynamic work. Maybe with the Gemini, Taurus, Virgo. Look, this Hierophant, why do I get either Taurus, this being you and you trying to get your kids in line with their heads down? They're just like, ugh. It's like, why do I gotta get these kids kicking and screaming and dragging? Like, gosh darn it, get together. There's a bigger purpose for all of this. Can you clarify this Hermit and for this 4 of Cups? Page of Swords, King of Pentacles. You seek truth, so maybe you want them, maybe you have a son that's in communication. It could be a husband, King of Pentacles, I don't know. Temperance at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, air sign. All right, what can my Tauruses accomplish last but not least? Okay. Please, what can my Taurus accomplish? Because it's worrying me. You can do it, Taurus. You can say no. You can put your foot down, okay? King of Swords, my decisions are guided by justice and truth. Truth. Ace of Cups want to come out. So with love, like you can love somebody and tell them no. Maybe at one point people didn't tell you yes when you were asking for help because they saw you not making smart decisions. And when that happened to you, you took it as they don't love me. Okay, and then when you look back and you're like, yeah, I was wilding out. Maybe you were a child and you were wilding out. I don't know. You're trying to be out there in the streets. You said, Mom, I'm thugging outside. I don't need cable. All right. Can you clarify this King of Swords for what my Tauruses can accomplish? 10 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Justice. It is going to hurt. It may be a shock to this Queen of Wands. I am pretty sure you have a fire sign child. But it will be justice, because once they realize that they can't depend on you, they are going to have to figure out how to depend on themselves. And if they were once independent at some time, then they need to realize, do some inner work and realize why they don't want to be independent anymore. What happened to them to make them feel like that they are incapable of taking care of themselves and being an adult like you tried to raise them? Okay? Because I know my Tauruses ain't failures, okay? Okay? It ain't in our blood, okay? All right, so why do I keep doing this? All right, affirmations. My decisions are guided by justice and truth. 4 of Cups, I am open to new possibilities. 5 of Pentacles, I am open to the door. I open the door to new opportunities. I advance towards my goals is the Knight of Pentacles. 8 of Swords is I have the power to change my circumstances. And Queen of Swords is I speak my truth with clarity and compassion. So if any of those affirmations stick to you, 48 on the clock. I don't know what that means. Look it up. It may mean something to you. But yeah, if any of those affirmations stick out to you, then write them in the comments. You know, let the collective know what so we can support you, okay, and send you good energy your way. What is it? 4848. 4 is like divine guidance. You're being supported. 8 is like major changes and transformation. So essentially 4848, if you are curious, means that you are being guided and supported during this transition and transformation. And God is trying to heal parts of your soul, okay? So I hope this helps. Let's end it with a couple of spiritual messages. Let's see what comes out for my Taurus placements. Spiritual messages for my Taurus placements. I'll take that. Anything else for my Taurus placements? Thank you, Spirit. You know, I always want to be like, Spirit, why you always give me so much to say? I don't know. Because Spirit say, girl, because I told you to. Read them chords. Read them chords, girl. Shut up. Okay, Spirit. Whatever you say, Spirit. I'm a good student, Spirit. All right, so the first card says, trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. So at the beginning of the reading, when I was talking about business, I think that is what that was talking about. So if you are trying to start a new business, and you are afraid of the failures in the past, then yes, trust yourself more. And I am so glad that this card circled back to that, because I was in my head like, because that was that right? Okay, so if any of that made sense, please let me know in the comments, please. Or if it just resonated with you, like or subscribe if you want me to continue picking up your energy. Little secret of Taurus to you. I don't need to know, okay? But if you want this healing, you better say something. Help that algorithm out, okay? Now, next one says, you are doing your best and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. I'm not pen. I have a blog post that talks about how to rid yourself of difficult emotions. I also have an overwhelm survival guide. I just thought about that. And basically, it just helps you learn how to deal with your emotions without suppressing them. So, if you have a busy schedule, a busy life, it's like, oh my gosh, and it's like really affecting your day to day, then you can read it. Not read it. Yeah, you can go through some of the tools in it, and it'll help you clear your mind so you can focus on the task of the day. So if you have like a really physically, emotionally, mentally demanding job, it'll show you how to put those emotions, those outside emotions aside, so you can focus on work and not have it affect your success. Okay, links in the description box for that. But anywho, focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. Okay. What is that? So I watched these Abraham and Esther Abraham Hicks rampage videos, and in one of them they were talking about how one of the guests was talking about how they could start focusing on oh my gosh, regular. I wasn't. Hold on, let me drink some water. That was a burp. Maybe it was a confirmation. So, about how they always focus on negative things, and there's something like, well, the law of attraction. You focus on what you don't want, but when bad things come up, like, how do I not focus on it? And Abraham was just basically like, just find something happy. Like, don't dwell. Don't try to make sense of it. Just don't focus on the bad things. I mean, like, yes, it happens. Yes, you can address it, but anything, just focus on the present moments. What is it? I also have a happiness reset blueprint, free YouTube series on my other channel. Links in the description box for that. That may help you. It offers tips and helps you rewire and reframe. Yeah, that would actually be a really good one. So yeah, really check that out. In links in the description box. Next one says, when there are questions you need assistance with, go inward. Sit with yourself. Meditate on the question. Ask for Spirit's help also. Then trust your intuition, as most often The answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. Spirit is always with you, okay? So just do what that card says. Hold on, I think my dog needs to use the bathroom. Okay, so I don't know what I was saying, but anywho. Next one says, slow down and take your time. There is no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Oh, that's so comforting. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. So, sorry, I'm cold out here. I'm on a window and it's cold outside. All right, bitch is cold. Okay. Anywho, yeah, trust. What is it? The card at the bottom of the deck was High Priestess, so I trust my intuition. Yeah, trust your inner knowing and trust it. Yeah, focus on the positive. Really, yeah, whatever. Links in the description box for resources that'll help you. Next one says, go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. What they taught you, use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. Last card says, if you pay close attention, you will notice all the doors that once closed are opening up, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you had envisioned. All right, and card at the bottom of the deck says, focus your mindset on what you can control. Okay, so you can control your child going off and doing whatever they want to. Okay, you can't control whether people buy or, I don't know, buy your products or anything, but what you can control, I don't know, but you can control like your positioning, your offers, if that's what it was, going back to the business spread. You can, if it's going to the issue with the child, you can protect yourself. You can protect your assets. You can protect your heart, because if the more you give to it, the more you what is it? If the more you give to it, the more you feel drained, then it may be a time to pull back. Okay. And then also when it comes to business, just use discernment. Use discernment. Know when people are trying to manipulate you. Know when people are just being too nice and easy to work with you just so they can get over on you. Okay. So, Taurus, this has been your reading. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope this helps. All right. Take care and happy healing.